Hello, hopefully I'm back. It's Monday, I'm having a bad day. 1 second, I'm just going to check. If it crashes again, I'm just going to have to cancel today's, but let's just have a look. Am I live? Right, I should be live. If someone gives a message in the chat, and Steph, maybe you can share it again to the Early Birds Facebook group. Okay, Monday update, we've got a lot going on. Payment explanation, ad spot explanation. A lot of people asking us still about ad spot. Traffic rotator, we've added a little extra surprise in there for members who have signed up from the rotator link with more than one spot. With the ad spot link, excuse me. What else have we got? We've got competition. Yes, we've got the prize for the competition. I see Bill is watching. I think he's in jail, so he's now called Will. Will, can you just give us a message just to make sure everything's okay? So we'll start with payment explanation. Hopefully, I'm sharing my screen. 1 second, I'll just open. I had to restart my computer. I think later on I'm going to do a complete reinstall. There's something in my computer what's overloading and causing it to crash. So I'll just share my screen. Hopefully. Right, okay. And can you see my presentation sheet, Will? Just I want to be sure before I start rambling on it. I watched a couple of. I was in the Zoom the early hours of this morning, and the owner of this program, Crypto Builder, was on there. Great explanation, and there's a video that he made. So I've posted that in the Early Birds. So if you pop over the Early Birds group, if you just search in the menu, it's a great explanation. So give that a watch over. But I try to simplify it because there's a lot of questions flying around. When do I get paid? How do I get paid? And what have you? So I'll just give a quick breakdown. This is your funnel, matrix, funnel, downline, whatever you want to call it. When your first two sign-ups, whether they're personal sign-ups or spill over from your upline, should we say, you'll get paid $20 at a time. I'll just find the picture. 1 second. There's a picture somewhere. There we go. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So, I think the computer's going to crash again. It's slowing down. So, this is on. You'll find this in the file section of the Early Birds or on the splash page. There should be a link below this video or above the video for the splash page. But basically, when you get two sign-ups, spillover or directs, you'll receive $20 at a time from your level 1. When you're level 2 or upgraded to level 2, when they've done everything they need to do to get upgraded to level 2, you'll then receive. I'll just let my computer have a dance. When you're level 2, upgrade to level 2, you'll then receive payments from your level 2. When you're level 3, upgrade to level 3. This is a super simplified version. You'll receive payments from your level 3. When you're level 4, upgrade to level 4, you'll receive payments from your level 4. So basically, that's a super simplified version of it. But strategy-wise, there's a lot of strategies flying around. But basically, just promote your link. Look after yourself, and I'm going to go through that in a minute, as long as my computer doesn't crash again. You've got, you're back, Steph. Okay, you've got basically that's a super simplified version of how they get there. There's videos in the Early Birds. How do you get to level 2? How do you get to level 3, and so on and so on. But the actual payments, your level 1, which is your first two directs or first two spillover, whichever comes. But let's presume directs. We'll go for directs. We'll be positive. We're not relying on spillover. When you receive your two $20 payments, you'll receive those payments. Just repeat. When you're level 2 or upgraded to level 2, you'll receive repayments from level 2. Same scenario when all of these individually, and again there's a great video on early birds from Hans. When they qualify for level 3 and they start upgrading to level 3, on your level 3, you'll receive level 3 payments, and so on and so on. So that's a super simplified version. I had a lot of questions, people weren't really understanding how do you get the payments, and again that payment tablet is a super explanation. This is a long-term project, so you're not going to make $1 million in a week, but after watching the 2 hangouts this weekend, I'm getting more and more excited, because this has got a huge potential. It's $20 one-time buy-in, and the system is automated, but we'll get to that in a bit. So that's quick explanation, payments. Then we've got the next thing, the AdSpot. I had a few questions about the AdSpot. What is the AdSpot? What does it do? Will it get me sign-ups? The AdSpot is designed, I've said it again on the splash page video, the link, it'll be around this video somewhere, wherever you're watching it. If it's YouTube, it should be below. If it's Facebook, it might be above. It's there somewhere. Click the splash page, there's a video there in the centre explaining very well this AdSpot. But after watching the 2 videos this weekend of the Zoom call that I was on, and the hangout on YouTube, the AdSpot is more and more important. There's 2 scenarios why it's important. Normally the leader is this person here collecting the money. We're doing something special in the early birds. If you haven't heard, if you're watching this video for the first time, the AdSpot is it has its own referral link, and any sign-ups to there, because it's a team fill matrix, will drop into the weakest positions automatically, and we're using the funds from the AdSpot to advertise the AdSpot's referral link. So it's like a rinse and repeat. The more lines you fill solid, this qualifies for more income, more advertising, more sign-ups, drops in the weakest spot. That's a super. I'm not going to overcomplicate the explanation today. Just go to that splash page from the early birds, and you'll see a great explanation video. Get a cup of coffee, and you'll see why that's so important. And the reason we tried this, it's the first time I've ever done it in the early birds. Some scenarios, you've got people promoting their link. Let's just say we'll call this person, who's on the hangout, right? Let's just say this is Steph, just an example. Steph's promoting a link, and she's doing that job, but she's not getting any sign-ups. It happens, but eventually she will get some sign-ups, that's for sure. But while Steph's promoting a link, the AdSpot's also promoting itself, which then drops any sign-ups that AdSpots get into any blank spaces. So I'll just take that from over there. So just an example, AdSpot gets a sign-up, bang, it puts one under Steph. It helps the team fill the gaps, and we all know this happens. You've got just again, I'll colour code these. This is who else? This is Bill or Will. Today he's called Will. Will gets 2 sign-ups. And this is another important factor about the AdSpot. Now, Will could get 2 sign-ups, no problem. He's advertising in his own place. Everybody's doing their own. That's like Will's. If you can imagine in your head, that's Will's team. It's like these little matrix. So it's lots of little matrices in one team matrix. So the AdSpot's doing, I'm advertising the AdSpot obviously for the team. Steph's doing her little matrix. Bill, he's doing his. So there's lots of little matrices, but each matrix, that's Will's sort of responsible for his own team. Steph's responsible for her team. Ron's responsible for her team. It's lots of little teams in one big team, all working together to fill the lanes. Now we'll go back to Bill. So Bill's promoting. You've got 2 people. Everything's looking great. I'll just borrow some of these spots just for this video. And then these 2 people, he doesn't know who they are. He could have been promoting on Facebook, and he's got some sign-ups, and Will's dancing around Bill, he's dancing around the living room. So he gets these sign-ups. Again, he doesn't know where they've come from his promotions. But let's just say, for instance, that these 4 people, out of sheer bad luck, are tire kickers. So he's recruited 2 people, no problem, great. One of these 3 people, have got 4 sign-ups, and let's just presume they're all tire kickers. It's not Bill's fault. He doesn't know that they're going to be tire kickers. He's got the sign-ups. But that now leaves Bill. If these 4 people are not doing anything, and on every project you're going to get tire kickers, that leaves Bill, because these are not working, not advertising, not recruiting. He has to fill these spots, which will be 2, 4, 6, 8 spots. So that's a lot of work for Bill. Eh? So the ad spot is designed as a help. It's not to say, oh, it's okay, Bill, we'll do the work, the ad spot. It's to help with these sort of scenarios. And a lot of matrices, people sometimes don't understand how it works. And again, the explanation video on the splash page, it'll break it down. Watch that. But if you've got people joining who don't do anything, it makes your life harder. Because he has to do the work. These 3 people have to do the work to put the spots underneath these people. So the ad spot is a handy tool for that, and it's also a handy tool as an assist. It's an assist to Steph, because until she gets a sign up, there's blank spots there. So if the ad spots gets one before Steph, it would be placing the position under the weakest link. Just an example. So the ad spot's very, very important, and that's why it's important. Although there's lots of sort of mini teams, should we say, each person has its own, who signs up has his own funnel in the Early Birds team funnel, but it's still important to work as a team. Splinter groups won't work. Thought long and hard about it, and especially after the Zoom I had this morning. Splinter groups will just weaken the whole team. It's either one team or no team. That's basically how it has to work. Because let's just say there's a splinter group over here, and off he goes, and he's doing well. He's going to have the same problems, that splinter group, as the main, as everybody else. Nobody can recruit super recruiters, green spots like this all over the place. And realistically, it never happens. You're going to have positions where people are stuck to promote, tire kickers, should we say. And if you do a splinter group within the group, and then take the members from the Early Birds and put them in that splinter group, come and have a look at my group. All you're doing is weakening. Just an example, this is a splinter group. You're weakening the whole team. It has to be a system. If it's not a system like that, then it's pointless doing it. It's but again, that explainer video on the splash page, I'll explain why it's a team build. This project has to be 100% team build, or it just won't work, because you need, just an example, this is Steph's matrix, and this is Ron's matrix. This could be you. Unless you have a solid line, that gets nothing. If that isn't a solid line, you get nothing. Now, let's just say this side's doing really well on your matrix. Your own. This could be Ron's. Ron could be doing really well, and Steph could be doing rubbish. That'll do you no good at all. And it's the same scenario in the tiny matrix, tiny teams, again with the bigger picture of the Early Birds. So it's literally work together, win together. That's the scenario. But I think the ad spot is it's a supplement. It's not. Early Birds are not going to sit here and say, "Yep, join us, and we'll do all the work," because that's not how a team works. We will get people signing up like that, but the ad spot is a huge supplement, and I don't think anybody else is doing it at the minute. Like I said, all the income we have from this spot, we're using advertising, and that gets us to the next one, the advertising agency. I got a word back from them today. I got the thumbs up. They did tell us, I'll be honest, they said add some more keywords. So after this hangout, I'm going to make some more keywords to put to that campaign, because he told us there wasn't enough keywords listed in the campaign to generate what I wanted it. So I'll get busy with that. But the campaign's, it's running. It's got the green light. He switched it on. But he did say put some more keywords in. So I'll be doing that later today. And the ad spot, the campaigns, again, it's driving traffic to the referral link for the ad spot, which then evenly distributes the sign-ups from the ad spot across the board, line by line. And it has to go that way. The other thing, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, one of our early bird members came up. He's actually on this hangout. I'm going to see him now, Bill, or Will at the minute, because I think he's in jail again. So we'll call him Will today, but tomorrow he could be Bill. He came up with an idea, and it was a smashing idea. And it had me running all over the place because I had to get something sorted out. The ad spot, when someone signs up to the ad spot referral link, it helps the whole team. It doesn't just help Steph or Bill or Ron or John, Peter or Paul. It helps the whole team as a team builder when they sign up from the ad spot. So what we've done is for the, wherever I'll find it, for these two splash pages, just turn that off, this splash page and this splash page, and I'm busy with another splash page, we've put a rotator link in the join link over here. So those, at the minute, those two splash pages are as a traffic rotator. They're not going to the ad spot, they're going to a traffic rotator. And we've put that as a kind of a bonus for the early birds. I've put in the pin post how to get in the traffic rotator. And this, I thought about it after, and I thought, people who've already signed up via the ad spot link and bought more than one position. If you buy one position in the ad spot, go for it. You don't really need any help. But anybody who's buying two or more need that little bit of extra help to get traffic to their referral link. So what we've done is, if you go to the pin post in Early Birds, give that a read over. Bonus for Early Birds team build for that little extra help. Register with our ad spot link, which is again from this link or the link below this video. Purchase two or more positions with the ad spot as your sponsor, and we'll add you to our traffic rotator for 30 days. If you buy 5 positions, so just an example, if you buy 2, 3 or 4 positions, we'll add you to the traffic rotator for 30 days. If you buy 5 positions or more, we'll add you for 90 days. And that'll just give you that little bit extra help. If you're buying multiple positions, you need that little bit extra help. And I'll just sound like a broken record here. The video in the Early Birds for Hans, and I'll just scroll this video, give that a watch, and you'll understand why. Because as you're buying more positions, you're making more work for yourself. So we decided in the Early Birds, I will give it, obviously a little bit of help. People who are buying multiple spots in the ad spot, remember that the spots fill the weakest positions, the empty spots in our team build. So it actually helps the team in total. And also the people who are doubling down, again, I've just referenced, everything's in the Early Birds what you need to know, but the double down strategy is a link on your left and a link on your right. Anybody who's doing that, we'll add them to the traffic rotator as well. And there's a post in the Early Birds somewhere, try and find it. I know it's here because I just Richard Cornell, there you go. If you look, you'll have to look at that, Richard Cornell. There's a video there with the double down strategy, and anybody who's using that, just give us a PM and then we'll put you in the traffic rotator, because it's doubling your work, but it's doubling your benefits, but it's still doubling your work. So we want to give that help to and because they're joining the team build link, it's helping the team build. So we want to help you, help us, we help you scenario. You know what I mean? there's a lot of information, but this program's worth the effort. We've put a lot of time and energy into this team build over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and everything's done now. And all you have to do is once you've signed up 2 or more positions, or if you already have, because there was members before this who bought 5 spots in the ad spot link, and I try to remember who all of them were. But if you're watching this video, just go to the pin post, submit your referral here, click this link. Just tell you, I'll do it live so we can see where it's going. And this is the only way you're going to get on the rotator, because I've got messages coming from emails, Facebook, Skype, Zoom. They're coming from all over the place. I kind of keep it under control. So if you want to be on the rotator, this is the only way you're going to get on it. Okay, there's no other way. If you send us a message, I'm just going to ignore it. It comes if you pop over to that form, stick your name in there, your email. It tells you here, please add your username in the form below. We'll add you as soon as possible. So you just put your username in there. Your sponsor, if you want, just help me find you in the funnel, because the funnel is getting quite big. Submit. I'll get the email and I'll get it as soon as I can. I'll put you in there as soon as I can. And it's the rotators. This Rotator Pro, belongs to the Early Birds. It's on the Early Bird server. It's so I can put a date, a start date and an end date. So once you're in the rotator, I'll set you off 30 days or 90 days, and you're done. I don't have to worry about should you be in there, or it's all done automated. But again, that's the only way you're going to get in there. And if you need a good rotator, here's my plug of the day. If you need a rotator, have a look at this rotator. It's a Rotator Pro, and you can do a lot with it. You can test it for $1. But that's my plug, personal plug, because I own that rotator. Right? So we'll have to put food on the table, people. It pays for the servers and things like that. But I've used that for 2 years or so, never a problem. So what else did we do? Competition. So we've got traffic rotator, I've explained that, the ad spot, payment explain, and I think now we've just got basically the competition. So we'll just nip back over to the Early Birds, and now I've just lost my place. Let's have a find. That's the video you want to be watching about the explanation of the payment. But when I watched that video and the Zoom that I was on yesterday, that guy who was running, the owner of this program, Crypto Build, he had a huge program. I made that video as well. If anyone wants to use it, you can download it from Vimeo. Steph's already done it. Let's find this competition. Where is it? This is our 4th spot. Okay, we're doing one more. Next video I shared. Okay. Here we go. This was the competition. We set this off on Friday. Let's have a look. See more. So if you're looking at it now, it's too late because the competition's closed. So the winner, we'll get cracking with the winner, right? Let's have a look. To win, you had to share this to your wall, and then basically you buy a spot from the rotator link, and we'll give you one for free. If you weren't sure, the rules is in the pin post of that competition. So we've had 64 shares, which is not bad. And I'm going to delete that comment because that's just me. It doesn't count as a prize. But what the rules was, you had to put done. Once you've shared it to your wall, you had to put done. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people did it, placed done, but we had 64 shares. So those 8 people shared it multiple times. Some people shared it, I did look. Some people shared it and it didn't put done, which was either they wanted to give the ad spot to somebody else, let them have the chance to win it, or they didn't read the rules properly. I don't know, but we'll have to go by the rules. So at the minute there's 8 people. If I win this, I'm just going to cry. In fact, if I win it, I'm just going to do the draw again, because I don't want to have anybody caught, accusing us of cheating. So we've got 1, 2. Actually, I'm going to take mine out. That's the easiest way. I'll take mine out. Delete. So I'm taking myself out of the competition. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 people. So number generator 1 to 7. This is going to be an easy one. I'll generate who's going to win. Number 7. I think I know who number 7 is actually. Kadir. I'm pleased he won that. I'm pleased he won that. I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, because he kind of jumped the gun a bit. He read the rules yesterday, and he bought a spot in the rotator, and then says, "All right, where's my free spot?" And it was a bit of a confusion, I think. So now it's perfect. It's a perfect ending to a misunderstanding, because he's already bought the spot. He bought it yesterday, so maybe he's got a premonition. He wonder if he knows the lottery numbers for the next lottery. But anyway, Kadir, I'll send you the login details, Kadir, and basically you've bought your spot. You bought it yesterday. I was, to be honest, I was praying he was going to win, because I felt bad that he either I miswrote it or he misunderstood it, one of the two. But he bought it yesterday, I promise you, and it was. I felt, you get that feeling where you didn't. I didn't want him to feel cheated, but now it's perfect. He's won the competition. Everything's hunky dory, and I can feel good. I can probably sleep better tonight, because he's going to be happy and I'm happy. So that's good. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Watch those videos in the early birds. Watch the pin post for the splash page, which is over here. Where is it? And I've added to all the guys who's got splash pages, I've added the toolbar. Someone pointed out yesterday that it wasn't there. So now you can expand the video, pause it, turn up the volume up, skip, you can play around with the video a bit. But that video is very important about our team build. And again, just one last time, I got really excited yesterday when I was watching that Zoom, and it's the guy's email or campaign list from his first program. He hasn't even advertised it yet. It's basically everything's, putting everything into place like we're doing in the early birds. We don't go crackers and make stupid claims and things like that. We'll prepare everything. We'll think about things. We've got everything in place, and we're ready now, I think, to go for it. But this thing, it's not even at 5,000 members yet. It's going to explode. I had a quick look at the stats just to give you an idea. 4,000. It's going up steadily. It's not, it's not stopping it. 645 positions, I think, since I last looked, purchased. But this is just warming up, and there's a lot to come. So anybody who joins this program, promotes it for 3 days, and then starts screaming, "I've got no sign-ups," just chill, relax, because it's coming. Promote it. The hype behind this hasn't even started. The big promoters from his first project haven't even been invited into this. They don't jump in before the water's been tested, shall we say, and everything's ready. Hans is doing his little presentations, videos and whatever. I really believe this is gonna be a long-term project, and that's why the early birds team build are putting the efforts into it. So I'll go now, have fun, and I'll catch you all Friday. We'll do a live on Friday, but I think we're going to try a Zoom somewhere in the early birds. So look out in the early birds for the Zoom link in the middle of the week sometime. Okay, have a good Monday, and happy promoting. Sorry, I know I'm rambling again. I said I wouldn't. I made a video, and can you all do us a favour? Where is it? In the early birds, I'll try and find it. 1 second. I made that video. Watch the video with the sound on. If you don't tap your feet to that video, there's something wrong with you. It took us ages to make it. I made one mistake, and only one person's figured the mistake out so far.
and then share it. It's not part of the prize. Just share it. You're all in the same team, so go for it. And but I love that video. So anyway, do us a favour, share it to you all. No competition. Teamwork makes dreams work. Have a good Monday. Cheers.